Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're Cody and Christina and we live in our self-converted 2018 Mercedes Sprinter van.
And today we're going to be talking about expenses, how much it costs for us to live in our van. And this video is about our first month of expenses, so literally our very first month on the road. We drove a lot because we wanted to get as far away from our home in California as we wanted, and about our groceries, van insurance, all that good stuff. Everything, so that you guys have a good idea of how much it can cost or not cost.
So a big tip too is to know that van life can be as expensive as you want it to be, or it could be, on a budget. It just depends on what kind of van you get and what you want inside of it. So we're gonna go over all those things today.
Before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification so that you guys do get notified every time we post a new video. We are new, but we have been posting since we started traveling, so we have a bunch of vlogs up and a bunch of fun stuff coming in the future. So here we go. The first expense that we're going to talk about is our van, how much our payment is, as well as insurance costs.
For our van payment per month, we spend $650.
Which is a lot because we wanted to get a brand new van. So this is actually a 2018 Sprinter that had 7 miles on it the first time we test drove it. So it was brand new. So yeah, it is very expensive, but it's still cheaper than rent, which is really neat.
Yeah.
And we have the peace of mind knowing that this van is brand new. We've had it for almost 2 years now, and we only have about 25,000 miles on it, and these things can go for a really, really long time if they're taken care of well.
The next thing that we have on our list is van insurance. We spend $270 for the first month.
Actually, last week, we recently switched our insurance. So we were spending a lot of money because it was an auto policy when we purchased the van. It was just a bare cargo van. We couldn't insure it as an RV. So once the conversion was done, we actually got in touch with State Farm, and we have our van insured as an RV now. They didn't ask for pictures, they didn't ask for anything. We actually did it while we were on the road. So our first costs were $270,
Yep.
And now our full build is insured, interior, exterior, and we're only spending $135.
Yes.
That is a huge savings for us. So with that, like I said, our full interior build is covered, our exterior, so our roof rack, all that stuff, as well as the MSRP of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a renter's insurance policy so that all of our belongings inside of the van are covered. So all of our bikes, all of our camera gear, all that stuff. If we get into an accident or anything like that, because you don't know what can happen out here, and even theft, all of that stuff can happen and does happen to a lot of people. You can only be as safe as possible, but it is nice having the peace of mind that we have all of that stuff covered now.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy that we have that.
Yeah. Next up, we're going to be talking about our gas costs.
Our van...
gas van costs.
Our gas, we spent a total of $312.71.
And that's a lot higher than what we think or what we budgeted for.
Yeah.
We drove through the entire state of California from Palm Springs, so nearly the very bottom of California, all the way to the base of Oregon. With a lot of side diversions, we did not take the quickest route possible. I don't know the exact mileage that we drove, but we were averaging about 17 miles to the gallon. So we really did drive a lot. And from now on, we're expecting to spend anywhere from $200 to $250.
Yeah, that's what we budget for.
As a hopeful number, yeah.
But sometimes, there might be a month where you're not really driving too much, and we could end up spending only $100 in that time period, and you're only really going to groceries or water. So it just depends on, what you want to do.
And where you are, all that kind of stuff. Next up is our phone bill. Our carrier is Verizon. We would not recommend anyone but Verizon.
Yeah.
For where we go in the rural areas that we are in, nobody has coverage, and we know personally, like Verizon does.
I actually had an old carrier, Virgin Mobile, and I had that since I was in 7th grade. So I kept my plan, and it was like a grandfather account, so I didn't have to spend that much. It was like $35, and I wanted to keep this plan, but I couldn't justify it knowing that I was going to be working remotely and we needed the best service. We ended up going with Verizon, and I love it. You couldn't get any better service with anyone else. We end up paying a total of $120 per month. The current plan that I have right now is Get More Unlimited, I believe, 75 gigabytes per month, and I also have 30 gigabytes for hotspot, which is perfect for me. And Cody has the Play More Unlimited, so that's just like a step down, and it doesn't give him much less gigabytes than me, but
50.
it's about 50, so it's really great. The next expense that we have is insurance for another vehicle at home. So I have a really cute 2017 Chevy Spark. It's super cute. I love it. It has the best gas mileage, and we just couldn't find a way to sell it. So we do still have it.
We own it.
We own it. And I pay a whopping $65 a month for insurance, and that is with Safeco right now. But when you're living in a van, you want to have some fun.
You want to experience the places, that's our excuse, and the cuisine.
Our experience is getting sweets and getting food and stuff like that. So we try to budget that as well, but sometimes we get a little carried away. We actually spent $75.99 on delicious food.
That's probably actually not bad compared to most people, though.
Probably.
And that's involving, ice cream, donuts, stuff like that.
Eating out. You have to have fun when you're adventuring.
Oh yeah.
The next thing that we're going to talk about is water. We use water for, I think, 3 different things. 1, drinking water. 2, washing our dishes, and 3, occasionally filling up our road shower, which is on the roof on our aluminous roof rack.
We have 5 5-gallon jerry can jugs. We wanted to do the removable jugs, just personal opinion, but it's worked out really well for us because pretty much every town that we go to, we just simply go to a Glacier water fill up.
It's so easy.
It's what, 35-40 cents a gallon. And water lasts us just over a week, even with using one of our jugs for our shower, which is actually why we have that extra jug. So we have 20 gallons of normal usable water, and then we have that extra 5-gallon jug for the shower if we need it.
Yeah, that cost is costing us around $23.75.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cheap. I mean, it's worth getting a little bit of water just to fill up your road shower for one, because, some people get like, Planet Fitness or this or that, which is great, but especially right now during COVID, you're not going to want to really go out to places.
And last but not least, our fuel for us, our grocery costs.
Yes. We have been trying to budget. We actually thought we were going to be spending around $250 for groceries. We were a little far from that, so we actually spent $356, which isn't too bad. I feel like a lot of people as a couple end up spending like, maybe $500 or so, but we kind of budget what we get.
We eat pretty simple. We don't really buy expensive meats or anything like that. We kind of shop around for the lower price stuff, but we're not buying junk food at all. We look for good produce, good quality meats that is out of budget, and sometimes we may not get that package of salmon because it's $5 more than what we have seen before. There's tons of things that we would like to buy, but A, we don't have the room for it, and B, we want to keep within our budget. We can hold about a week's worth, maybe a little bit over, of food in our fridge. So you can break that cost down into 4 weeks and kind of figure out how much we spend per week.
For the entire month, we spent a total of $1,872.74.
I feel like that's not too bad. From some of the videos that we watched and people that we've spoken with that have been living in their vans full time and just general living costs, I feel like that's pretty cheap, especially considering we have a brand new van.
Yes.
So hopefully this video shows that living van life is totally doable. We have a new van, so you could be saving huge costs there if you feel like getting a used van is worth it.
But like we said, it just depends on what you want in your lifestyle.
Yeah.
We hope that you found this very helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.
And we'll make sure to get back to you as soon as possible, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.